Hey everyone, Moose here with a Cerakote tech tip. Getting the right blast profile on the substrate is critical for getting good adhesion with Cerakote. But when dealing with anodized parts, the best thing to do is to simply etch the surface rather than blasting the anodizing off. In this video, we're going to show you how to properly etch blast anodizing for Cerakote application and explain why this is so important. We will also show you that not all anodizing is created equal and what you need to do to prep the good and the bad. Let's start with the good. The reason you want to avoid blasting the anodizing off is the anodizing actually has a positive effect on the substrate by hardening it, but only as far down as the anodizing goes, which isn't that deep at all. We want to keep the properties of the anodizing if possible. Our recommended technique to do this is simply set your air pressure to 30 to 40 PSI and blast from a distance of about 6 to 8 inches. Make even passes across the part and don't spend too much time in one place. The goal is to simply dull the part. Use the lighting in your blast cabinet to periodically check for obvious reflections. When you can no longer see a reflection, pull the part out and double check under better lighting and re-blast as needed. With good anodizing, it's that easy. Parts should look uniform with no shiny areas left on the part. For example, black anodizing should still look black, but just dull. What if I blast through the anodizing? If you find that you blasted through the anodizing and down to bare substrate, you will need to make sure to blast the rest of the anodizing off. If you don't, you'll end up with an uneven look and also different gloss levels. The bad. And this leads us to what you should do if you're dealing with a poorly anodized finish. Oftentimes, you know before you even start. But whatever the case is, you'll need to discover that a poorly anodized finish will quickly disappear even when working with the recommended settings of 30 to 40 PSI at about 6 to 8 inches away. A finish like this is doing you no favors, and you need to completely remove that. And remember, when applying Cerakote over another finish, the bond is only as good as what's beneath it. And poor anodizing is not a good foundation to build on, so it needs to be removed. As a general rule, you'll be removing the color, but you'll need to verify the blasted surface looks even. In the case of clear anodized finishes, an even look on the surface is even more especially important because you don't have the removal of color to gauge your progress. That's going to do it for this video. It's really important to know, but thankfully it's simple, and if you follow this guide, you'll be just fine. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. See you on the next one.